chosen ones, the witches and the warlocks are going to pay for what they did to you. Everything is going back to the sender. I done told y'all, this is our time, man. They messed around with the wrong one when they messed around with you. Bad things are going to happen to them for what they did to you. Some of them may have strokes. Some of them may end up hospitalized with a heart attack. They ain't getting away with what they did to you. They interrupted your finances. They tried to take away your opportunities, your life. They wanted to steal your gifts, your talents. The witches and the warlocks are going to die for what they did to you. They're going to die for what they did to you. They made your life a living hell. And there is a price to pay. You couldn't really live your life because of it. And some of these were your family members. They tried to sacrifice you. They tried to take you out of the game, man. When all their spells failed and they could no longer get you to give up on yourself, then they crossed the ultimate line, no line, when they attacked you. Many of these people who was in your lives, chosen ones, was Judas's. Sold you out for 30 pieces of silver. They were the ones who was closest to you. The ones who you sat at the table and ate with. They was the main ones who were the ones who talked about you when you got up from the table and you turned your back. You didn't even know what they was doing. You still don't. You probably still haven't even seen everything they talked about you about. Maybe you saw where they made comments, or you saw where they tried to belittle you. They put you through the humiliation rituals. You lived through that. You survived that, and God saw everything they did to you. To humiliate you and to make it to where it was hard for you to function in society. To make it so it was virtually impossible for you to have anything or do anything. For you to have a life. They were operating by the power of the devil, Satan, to steal, kill, and destroy from you. They tried to destroy you. Now they're going to be destroyed. And there's no escape for what's coming to them, for what they did. There's no escape. There's no escape for what they did to try to slander your name, to spread rumors, to try to ruin your reputation. Now their reputation is being ruined. They wanted to take your very last. They still do. I've already showed you the proof. These are the authorities. I've done told y'all my story, man. It hurt you bad what they did to you, chosen one. It's unforgettable. You can't get your life back. They stole your talents. They tried to steal that from you because you wouldn't conform. Because it wasn't like what was deemed the norm. They tried to stop your assignment. When they did that, they interrupted God's plans for your life, trying to steal your destiny. They tried to steal your destiny. That's what they tried to do. They thought they could just take what was yours because they were jealous. Take your inheritance. Steal your inheritance. Steal your crown. Take your spot. They wanted your spot. They wanted to take your spot. That's what they wanted. That's what they always wanted, was your spot, man. They knew you was shining the light that was coming from you. They saw it. It was blindingly bright. They couldn't handle it. It hurt them on the inside. They hated it. They were severely jealous. So they thought the only way they could stop you was to do witchcraft and cast spells on you, and spells on you, put spells on you and stuff. This happened to you Like I said before, when you stumble. But God allowed it to happen for your refinement. So you could be refined. Also so you could learn. Also so you could know. Not everybody is for you out here. There's a lot of people who do things behind closed doors that you don't know nothing about. See, you're a good person, man. You know, that's what it is, chosen one. You're too good of a person. You would give your shirt off your back to someone if they needed it. You would help anyone if they asked you. And you helped a lot of people who were ungrateful. You did a lot for a lot of people who never appreciated you. Then when you was down and they saw you down, they left you for dead. And as a matter of fact, they kicked you while you were down. They did things to you while you was down to try to keep you down. It was all to hold you down. To try to hold you down. To try to hold you from coming up into what God had for you. They were pure evil. Now it's going back to them 100-fold. They got to pay for what they did to you. They will pay. They've tried to hide. But they can't hide from God. They think they've hidden. They just don't realize what they did when they did what they did to you, chosen one. It really made God very angry. God does not like the ugly. Everything is going to be exposed. They're all being exposed. They're all going down. They underestimated your strength, your resilience. They had no idea what God had placed inside of you. The power God had put inside of you. They had no idea about it. They thought that they could just make it easily, like they had done it to so many other victims, to get rid of you. They thought that you would do it to yourself. They tried to make you do it to yourself, to get rid of yourself. Many nights you were not able to sleep. Many nights you suffered. You cried when no one saw. You cried to God. asking God to deliver you because you had no one else. And you had to come through some of the worst things known to mankind during the worst times humanity has ever faced. And through the whole thing with the in 2019. It was pure evil what they did to you, and there is a price to pay. A heavy price to pay for every one of them that did it to you. This caused you to be wondering why your life was so bad. What was wrong with your life? Why did it seem like everything you tried to do never worked? Why did it seem like no matter what you tried, something was always trying to stop you? Whenever you would get a little bit of money, something would come up to take it away. Or some unexpected bill, or some unexpected repair, or some kind of something always going wrong. And it's still even happening to this very day. Appliances breaking down unexpectedly. Have to just stop, work on the appliances. Then you had to learn how to be a do-it-yourselfer because of all of this. You had to learn how to do everything for yourself because you couldn't afford to hire somebody to come do it for you. So actually, because of everything happening the way it happened, it actually honed your skills to learn how to do things that you didn't even know you was capable of. That's another part of your resilience, another part of your, your uniqueness that God gave you, the abilities God gave you, your God-given gifts, your talents, your ability to fix things, your ability to overcome, to achieve, in despite of the worst obstacles possible. Y'all know my story, man. You've done seen everything I had to do. On my channel, those of you who've been following me, I've done told you everything. I basically had to scrape by through my whole life because of these wicked, evil people. And there's nothing wrong with my music, my talent, my artistic abilities, or anything is wrong except for the message. The message is what's wrong to them because they're wrong. So they want to try to make us wrong. Then they think that they're just going to get away with it. They didn't know we were soldiers in the army of God. They didn't know we will never abort our mission. for nothing. There is no abortion of the mission. There is no backing down. We're relentless. We don't stop. They severely underestimated us when they did what they did to us. It was a catastrophic mistake, and it's one that they're going to regret. It's one that there probably isn't no other no other payment sufficient to God except for their death. They ain't gonna be able to pray their way out of what's gonna happen to them. Everything's gonna collapse in their lives. They're gonna start to lose everything. Everything's gonna be collapsing. Everything's gonna get taken from them because they tried to take everything from you. They terrorized, tormented, and traumatized your entire life. Then they tried to make you crash out. They tried to make you second guess yourself. But it all failed. The demonic entities within them failed. And the demonic entities they sent to you failed. So now they don't have no other choice but to go back to where they came from. And they will have no mercy on them. But you're getting stronger every day now. You're rising every day now. You're a winner. You're going to show them all that you're a winner. And you're never going to bow down. And you're never going to crumble. And you're never going to give up. You're never going to throw in the towel. You're a warrior, battle-tested, forged in fire. You've came through what other people could never come through. You've survived. You're a survivor. You're an achiever. They can never dim your light. They can never stop you who you are. You're unstoppable. You won't be stopped. They're going to find out. And it's returning to the sender, boomerang. It's over for them. It's over for them all. They're going to see. And I don't care what kind of position they have or where they are. Or how much money they have. Their money will not save them. Their money will not save them from the wrath of God. And it's coming for them all. Peace. I'm out.